dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
You want to play 21? I got 22.
I love gold!
Pillow Talk with Franklin and Uncle Howard. This ain't your Nana's podcast. Pillow Talk with Franklin and Uncle Howard. We drive a Mazda Miata. We get so many babes. We don't need to show you the proof. We get so many babes. So come and listen to our show as it's beginning right now for you bedheads. We are back. Pillow Talk, baby. Yeah.
Oh, Yog Samash and my wife, she is dead. We are back and we are feeling better than ever. I am out of the big house. I was down the river. I was doing hard time and I got released early because of bad behavior.
Bad behavior?
I was a little too much trouble for them and they didn't know what to do, so they let me go.
Did they have to give you a cherry red spanking, Uncle Howard?
Well, that's one of the problems is I gave the warden a cherry red spanking and he wasn't much having it.
Lord, well, you're back out of the big house, and I'm glad you're here in the king-size bed, because this ain't your Nana's podcast. Let me clarify that. This ain't your Nana's podcast. That's a slogan, baby.
That's our slogan. This ain't your Nana's podcast. And first of all, there was this awful woman, Big Nana. She tried to take over some of our internet web pages, and we put her down like an old hound.
That's a terrible way to describe it, but yes, that was Big Nana a while ago on a few websites of ours. She's gone. Master Hacker, Big Nana. You know, quick shout out to her. Quick shout out to all of Pillow Nation who listens. My man Rich, who's a big fan of the show. His Twitter handle is Job for a Heffa.
I seen this kid around.
Good kid. He is always liking the most primo babes you can imagine. I mean, he has a collection. He has an Ocean's 13 collection of just different babes. I mean, forget Ocean's 13. He's just, he's in, Ocean's 100 here. Just so many babes. He's always liking their photos, and they show up on my feed, and then I got to do certain things that, thank God you're out of the house when I'm doing them, That's all I can say.
Oh, you think I'm out of the house.
Okay.
But I got places that I'm hiding.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah, well, I don't always like what I see, but...
Well, I'm glad you don't interrupt me. That's still rather polite of you.
A private man's time is a private time, and I respect a man's time with his privates. That's another one of my catchphrases I'm trying to get caught on, and
You want to get that on a shirt?
Yeah.
Let's get that on the shirt. Let's get some Comic Sans. Get that nonsense on a shirt. Why not? We're here in our king-size bed. We should just get a shirt, the king-size bed, and, a few of your lovely quotes. What's the one about, better to be a little bit of a woman than not a woman at all?
That's right, and of course, Daddy Ooze is kind of its own.
How about a dripping font then for the Daddy Ooze line?
Like the Val Venus shirt.
Like the Val Venus shirt. People, look up Val Venus. If you don't know who Val Venus is, he was a wrestler for porn star gimmick. Val Venus, locked, cocked, and ready to unload. Just look it up. Go on Bing. Look it up. It's the worst shirt. Hell, I'll probably make this our intro clip or whatever and post a photo of it.
Hello, ladies.
Yeah, well, in your case, it's just hello anybody that resembles one, huh?
It's not your place to say if someone's got a gender or not. It is the 90s, and everyone can say what they are, and we have to accept it even if it doesn't make a damn lick of sense.
That's right. But speaking of the 90s, but not really, we got to pick a movie, and I'm thinking, you know what, I don't even think we need two choices this time. We always pick a movie before me and you go to bed. But today I've constructed a bit of a divider to separate us from being able to see each other, but still look at the TV. That's because today's movie is Jennifer's Body with what's her face, Megan Fox. Yeah. So I figure we need a divider. We need a partition. You know,
I don't necessarily want you to see what I'm getting up to when I'm watching Megan Fox, and I know you feel the same way. And,
yeah.
You know, I've heard some women complain about her. They say she's got toe thumbs. And I'm going to say I wish that she did, because you know how I feel about toes.
Yeah, that you have no problem with toes, really. You love them, actually. Now, what's her WikiFeet rating? Do you even know? Should we go? Let me go on WikiFeet. I'm going to go right now. WikiFeet, Megan Fox. I want to know. We're still going to watch Jennifer's Body. We've still divided something of a partition, so we do what we do, you know? I mean, look, this is Diablo Cody we're talking about. That is a hell of a writer right there, you know? That's a hell of a writer.
I loved Juno.
Yep. Very, very cute film. Look, Amanda Seyfried's in this as well. Mamma Mia 2, here we go again.
Mamma Mia. She was also in Time, one of my favorite movies.
Oh, yeah. Look, we got some hotties today, so, you know, you can't judge what an uncle and nephew do in the dark with a partition. You know, if you're judging us right now, kind of says more about you than it does about us. You know?
Yeah, where I come from, they call that kink shaming, and I'm all against it. Of course, I've been becoming a little more woke lately.
All right, Megan Fox has 5 stars on WikiFeet. 5 stars.
Oh, well, that
says it all right there.
Of stars, but I can't complain about it. How's Shannon Elizabeth doing on WikiFeet?
You want me to well, first off, Megan Fox, her photos on WikiFeet are her in a Run DMC shirt, her in a Def Leppard shirt.
Pretty hip.
So she just wears one of those hot girls who wears those band shirts. I mean, I'm not going to go up to a hot girl and be like, you don't even listen to Guns N' Roses, you got that shirt at Target, you know? But still,
Target
you know,
band
little
shirt.
gauche. What's up?
I love the Target band shirts. I legitimately got myself a Britney Spears one the other day. And,
hey,
I've been
it's
wearing
Uncle
it
Howard,
on
bitch.
The reg. That's you are now rocking with Franklin and Howard, bitch.
Oh, okay. So Shannon Elizabeth only has 4 stars. Her first photo on WikiFeet is the American Pie 1. And that's the first photo. And man, like WikiFeet with their zoom in, you could really, you know, remember digital cameras in like the late 2000s, how you could just zoom into people's pores like you wouldn't fucking believe?
Late 2000s, I thought that was still kind of the move.
No, I don't know why you bring a digital camera to the clubs. It's just like...
Because they're easy to get rid of if people say there's evidence against it.
This Uncle Howard always thinking on his toes here. So in this photo, Shannon Elizabeth...
Always thinking about toes.
Oh, gross. In this photo that Shannon Elizabeth has for WikiFeet, not that she submitted it. She submitted her own WikiFeet. Hey, guys.
Gotta get your name out there.
I only have 4 stars on WikiFeet. Something needs to change. Wait till they'll see this. But no. So this is American Pie 1. And so I guess the photo here, this establishing shot, Jason Biggs' room has a large poster that says baseball with a guy pitching. He's got he's got a basketball hoop in the corner with some laundry up top and a UFO sticker. Then on his cabinet here, he's got a bowling pin, a football, and a boombox and some puzzles. So what is that telling us? Is he a jock? Is he a nerd? I mean, what? Weird establishment, but he's got cargo shorts on, so I guess that tells you everything you need to know.
He's your average teen in today's age. They love baseball. They love board games. I kind of didn't pay attention to some of the stuff you were saying.
There's a lot.
There was a lot going on. A hockey puck or something.
A bowling pin.
A bowling pin, and there was
But a bland baseball poster. You gotta be kidding me, man.
I would probably get a poster like that.
Just baseball. No team. Just a guy pitching the ball. I mean, hey, whatever suits you right there, you know. I want to look up more people on WikiFeet. I'm not done yet by a long shot. You got anybody else for me?
Well, I think
Amy Smart.
WikiFeet. Oh, now that's a fine tomato.
Let's see. Amy Smart. What do you think her rating is?
I'm gonna say 3.
Ooh, right on the yeah. Well, you go here all the time, so I can't even give you that benefit right here.
You know Uma Thurman's rating?
Hold on, I want to read some comments on WikiFeed. This is the WikiFeed edition of this show.
Welcome to WikiFeed, everybody. If you don't like it, go fuck yourselves as usual.
Go fuck yourself. So we got here Sanyi, a member since 2010. There's a photo here. Tell me who other lady is, please. Okay. So this guy's comment here. A guy with a Joker photo is his main photo. The Heath Ledger Joker. He says, "Ooh, her feet look like they hurt. I think I'm gonna throw up." The next guy, Amy Smart in tight high heels and the prize of fashion, burning bunions. Gross.
I got a couple comments on Uma Thurman's here.
All right, let's hear.
There's a bit of a back and forth.
Please elaborate.
First user, Horns, gave her 2 stars and then in parentheses wrote bad feet. He says, toes too long, like fingers on her feet. And then a guy named Anonymous Rex replied and said, I think there's something wrong with your imagination/logic, which is rather ironic considering that you call yourself Horns.
I love finger toes is the other guy.
Yes, I love named Toes in Heels.
2014, he's not a veteran like you.
Yeah, and then another guy said, I've never seen a pair of beautiful feet and shoes so hideous that they look like stupid feet.
Wow, you know what? We shouldn't be making fun of the members of WikiFeet.
I just told you I was against kink shaming.
we are.
And I'm also a #1 editor on WikiFeet.
Yeah, you are quite the contributor. I mean, that's for sure. I think you've got about 2 gigs worth of stuff that they owe you for, practically. So Uma Thurman's only 4 stars, by the way.
Yeah, that's preposterous. She's one of the finest lady actresses in all of the world. And
lady actresses? Yeah, really?
I don't enjoy a male actress. Of course, there's a few out there, but as always, better to be a little bit of a lady than not a lady at all.
There we go. Okay, so one last one, Jessica Alba. So I'm looking at the
Well, I was just gonna say I once heard a rumor about Jessica Alba that made me not want to touch her with a 10-foot pole. I don't know if it's true or not.
What is it?
Well, I've heard that she's got the big H.
The big H? Herps?
Yep.
Wow.
That's what I heard, probably from a not very reputable source, like The Superficial or something like that.
I thought it was General Electric, but okay. I'm glad it wasn't him. I mean, some guy. Now there's a prison worth getting into. Okay, weird. Ugliest shoes I've seen on her. A new movie of the day, Frankensocks. Oh God, Frankensocks. Like, okay, you know what? We're done on WikiFeet.
I've seen enough, and I've been on there for years and years.
Oh my lord! So, as you know, I have my rivalry with T.J. Miller, where he liked another tweet I made, and I was making fun of him in that tweet, saying he belongs in the Chris Jericho Rock and Wrestling Rager at Sea. Have you heard about that cruise?
I know that it's 35% women, so there's going to be a lot of bikinis there.
Chris Jericho said 35% of the people who've booked the cabin are women between the ages of 18 to 49. That's a lot of bikinis, baby.
Well, I want to know what percentage are older than that. So I'd imagine it's not insignificant.
Oh man, Jericho! What a horn dog! Is he a horn dog with a heart of gold, or was he the bad kind?
I've never known him to be a bad guy, except, there are those rumors about what he did to his wife and a child back in 2006, which isn't so hot.
Oh my god, I think you're thinking the other Chris. Benoit.
Chris Matthews?
No, not Chris Matthews. No.
I don't know why you keep saying this Benoit guy is named Chris. His name is clearly Ben.
Okay. Well, anyways, he was the one taking care of the one lady that got away. You still can't get an artist rendering of the one that got away.
Oh, I've been trying for years now, it seems like, even though it's only been a few weeks. There was some joker on the internet posted a picture of a little cartoon lady.
An anime lady.
And, well, I don't know about
that. It's the best we've gotten.
It is the best we've gotten, and I mean, I won't deny that I looked at those pictures for a couple hours and imagined, but it's not her. I thought maybe it was, but it's not.
You know who I want to talk about? I don't even know if I should go here, but there's a young lady, a wrestling fan, not that young, she's in her 30s, dating a bit of a nerd, a guy named
Hard
Paul.
to believe.
Yeah, hard to believe that a wrestling fan, I shouldn't shame her, but there's a young lady named Kelsey making these ridiculous videos, and she blocked us from her Facebook page that we didn't even want to be a part of, her group page. What's with that, Howard?
Well, there's a great Kelsey in the world named Kelsey Grammer.
That's right.
And then there's a terrible Kelsey in this world named Kelsey the Internet Wrestling Girl.
Yeah. And she wasted all her money to get in a booth at All In, that big wrestling event in Chicago.
It's probably one of the biggest wrestling events to ever exist, as far as I can tell.
That's bogus as hell. That is bogus.
Isn't it true that Tom Strong will be there?
That is rumored. He might have summer school to substitute, actually. So, might not get Tom Strong. But I just want to give a quick shout out to Kelsey. You banned us from your group, but let me tell you something. Sweetheart. Your boyfriend, I know for a fact, Paul, has been trying to suck his own dick for years. And once he does that, you better hope he doesn't learn how, because at that point, you will be obsolete to him. I'm just saying what everybody else is thinking, Kelsey. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Kelsey, I've followed her on Twitter for a little bit, and it's taken every ounce of strength in my body not to tell her to go fuck herself.
Oh, God. Are we bullies now, Howard? Is this what we've evolved to? Are we bullies? Are we internet bullies?
I think
we're good guys.
It would be bullying not to tell her to get the hell off the internet and maybe learn to read a book or two. Right.
Read a book. Start dating hunks. I feel like this just applies to any lady out there listening. Like, if you're a bit of a nerd, you might want to just break off that comfort zone. Start, maybe not read so many books. Watch, like, some cool movies. Die Hard 2. Die Hard with Justin Long, whose dick we've seen. You've seen his dick, Uncle Howard.
Oh, I've seen a lot more dicks than you know what to
do with. Justin Long, I don't know. I kind of feel like he's related to Martin Short now that I've seen his dick photos.
Was he the guy getting his dick sucked in a canoe or something like that?
That was Justin Long by Amanda Seyfried, yes. Man.
Gotta respect that. That's the one place it's never happened for me.
It's the one place it hasn't happened. So where has it happened then?
Well, it's hard to think of all the places. There was a, what do you call it, country town, old country buffet, one of those. Yeah.
The Town and Country Buffet.
The Town and Country Buffet, right in front of the salad bar. That was
wow,
pretty good times.
Yeah.
Let me think where else. Six Flags Magic Mountain out there in Valencia, California. It was on the Batman ride.
The Batman ride?
Yeah.
You got jerked off in the Batman movie, The Ride.
Batman movie, The Ride. Of course, I was always looking for Wild Hogs 2, Bachelor Ride, The Ride, and they still haven't made that one yet. But
who jerked you off, the Penguin?
It was a gal, but she was playing the Joker, so it was best of both worlds.
Oh, wow. That is not grotesque at all. Well, the Penguin's probably more trans than anything out there in the Batman universe, right? Long hair,
The Penguin?
Kind of makeup, a lot of makeup. I don't remember. Danny DeVito was whatever. Kind of feel like it was. I don't want to even dive into that. We don't need. We got a lot already from the other communities recently.
I'll dive into that.
Yeah, you'll go muff diving into that.
I was gonna say that speaking of Batman and all of that, whatever happened to Maggie Gyllenhaal?
That is a good question. Whatever did happen to who was she? Was she a Batman? Was she in the movies?
She was in the Joker one, and the Joker.
She replaced Katie Holmes, right?
Yeah, that is right. Yeah, she was the new Katie Holmes, and
No, how do you replace Katie Holmes? That didn't make sense to me. See, something was up there. Was Scientology stopping Katie Holmes after she married Tom Cruise, and they were like, "You can't do this movie now."
I don't want to hear you talk about Scientology that way ever again. It's a really good religion, and it saved my life in a number of ways.
Yeah, you and Ethan Suplee from Boy Meets World, right?
Me, Ethan Suplee, Jason Lee, and Beck, and Juliette Lewis.
Wow.
Probably three of the most famous Scientologists in the world.
Yeah, those are the top three, and John Travolta, our buddy, John Travolta from
good
Wild
friend.
Hogs.
Wild Hogs,
Yeah.
and of course the #1 audience-approved movie of the year.
Yeah. Gotti, baby, you got a Gotti. Gotti.
How many times have you seen Gotti so far?
Seen it. Well, we're still waiting for the download to finish, but soon it'll be, it'll be a lot more than once. I'll tell you that much. Once the download finishes, we got kind of slow internet here, don't we?
Oh, a little bit, but that's because General Electric is not in the internet business usually.
That's true. That's true, but he could still cut us off a little bit of speed. We need a little bit of speed, I just want to ride, like John Travolta said in Wild Hogs. Ride, Sally, ride! For inexplicably no reason, started singing that, but...
Well, it's a hell of a song, and speaking of speed, that's something that a lot of bikers enjoy to help them ride all night.
Yeah, they got a need for speed. A lot of bikers do. The Del Fuegos do. And I just love the name Del Fuegos.
The fire.
Of the fire. Not even like anything. Just the Del Fuegos of the fire. It makes no sense. But you know what? I want to do a call to action to Pillow Nation. You know what? As fun as this been, we need a guest now on this show. We need a guest. We tried with a wrestler. And a great guy.
But not a great guest.
Oh, no, he was a fine guest, but he didn't have a personal computer. I mean,
well,
get a computer.
Why he wasn't a great guest.
Right. Yeah. And he had some great stories. Good guy, loved to do steroids and the drugs and all that stuff, all the good stuff out there. We love that. Yeah. And I had nothing but love for him, but the show was inaudible because we had to use like some weak-ass app or whatever.
He was on the radio, and we are a guest on the internet, it turns out, so that was a problem.
Exactly. So we need guests. Honestly, anybody wants to volunteer to be a guest to get a spot on the bed, by all means, you know what? This is your call. Message us on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, man. We need a guest, dude. We need space in this bed.
We need a break from each other, is what
we do. We do. Eventually, we're going to get Bugman, but I feel like we really need to milk that before we get him. I mean, he said he's willing to do the show, which is very kind of him, but we need to milk it, We need more. We're beyond the Bugman.
Yeah, we don't need Bugman. Bugman needs us, as far as I'm concerned.
Let's not. He has a lot of backing. We need him, actually. We need him a lot. Need him a lot.
He and I are business partners, and we have an understanding, so I can say...
First off, you know what? I learned a little bit about your business, finally. People want to hear about this. Bugman and Uncle Howard's little business that they're running. Here it is. First off, on Bug TV, we are against the middleman. The middleman who's always jacking up the prices on razors and everything. Like Harry's Razors, they cut out the middleman.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not doing a plug for them. But Bugman and Uncle Howard have decided the money is in being a middleman for live Jasmine tokens. So what they do is, Bug and Uncle Howard, they buy up a bunch of live Jasmine tokens, they hoard it, they sell it to you at a small markup, and yet the receipt shows, your digital banking receipt just shows Bugman LLC, That way the wife doesn't know you're buying tokens online like a pervert.
And exactly, that's why we've been netting over $300,000 a month so far.
Oh yeah, is that so? And yet we don't have, half this house is poorly lit. We have to rely on our friend here. Come on. Yeah. It's just brief.
Oh,
just
God, no.
brief. What do you want? It's Dr. Evil. Leave me alone. Howard. What do you want from me? What do you want? I have no time to repair your house. I need an evil empire. I've lost my funds.
Well, I understand that you've lost your funds. You've lost our funds, too. You were supposed to be my financial manager, and instead it turns out you've been my financial nightmare.
Look. I went to the dog track. I placed all my money on a very particularly evil dog. And he did not win. You know, what can you do? What can you do, Howard?
Isn't it true that dog broke its leg during the running? First dog ever happened to it?
Look. We lost some money. Please, enough. We don't need you. We just don't need you.
Go screw Dr. Evil.
You know, I don't know why he crashes here to drink my Mike's Hard Lemonade. I really don't care for it, but he comes by. What can you do?
To be fair, we owe him a debt of gratitude.
We do.
I think the deal was I lost the house and he bought it or some bullshit like that.
And he's trying to build some kind of underground lair here where they can't find him or something. I don't know. But God bless Dr. Evil. You know, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy that I hate.
Yeah, it's good. It's kind of our relationship, isn't it?
It's not a unique relationship for me. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, you blur the lines between love and hate. That's
that
just how
reminds me of one of my favorite songs.
What's that?
Blurred Lines.
Blurred Lines. I feel like Blurred Lines was the predecessor to the Me Too movement. I feel like that was just like, hey, listen to this guy's lyrics. They're about rape or something, and then people had enough.
I think there was a big conspiracy around the failure of his album Paula. There was this...
Wait, okay, so his father died, right?
Yeah, Alan.
Alan Thicke died, but didn't his grandfather die like a few years afterwards? Like,
it's all out of order with that guy.
How is that happening? You know, like I hear Alan Thicke died, and then like, you know, a year later, like, oh, you know, this guy died. Like, what? Alan Thicke already died? No, Alan Thicke's father. No, you mean Robin's father? No, his grandfather had passed away. Like, geez, Louise, man, get your deaths in order here, people.
How much more can this guy take? It's no wonder we haven't heard hide nor hair of him since then.
No,
I think part of it is the media turned against him, and part of it is his heart's broken.
Robin Thicke's career died of a broken heart. That's the diagnosis from Uncle Howard. From your involvement in the medical community somehow?
That's true. I was involved in one of the Florida pill mills, as they called them. And I told a doctor I could get him away scot-free if the government came calling, and I sure was lying to him.
Well, I'm glad none of this can be used in the court of law, huh? I'm glad we have immunity, huh?
Diplomatic immunity.
So anyways, diplomatic immunity, right. Right. Is that Lethal Weapon 2? Or
I think 3, maybe.
I forget, yeah. Anyways, this has been Pillow Talk with Franklin and Uncle Howard. We're going to watch Jennifer's Body, and we're not going to look at each other.
We've made a wall of books between us in the bed, just like Tegan and Sarah. We are both on the internet. Of course, if you're listening to this radio show, you probably know a little something about the internet these days. I'm on Twitter. Franklin's on Twitter. We are on iTunes and SoundCloud. Hit that heart. You know I like it. That's an expression I made up on my own.
And look, rate, review, and subscribe. And I know you said something else. Review and subscribe, and I don't want to repeat it last time. But
we are on Pornhub. So
we are on Pornhub. My God, that's right. Our most positive reactions have come from the Pornhub community. You know, we've cut out the middleman between masturbating and listening to podcasts. Now you can finally do both at the same time.
And if you masturbate to our podcast, you are truly one of the sickest motherfuckers that's ever lived.
You are gross as shit if you pound it off to us at any point. Jesus Christ. Unless this is Saoirse Ronan. Unless this is Saoirse. She's doing this. How about that for sound? That's like the Police Academy guy, huh?
Oh, Hightower?
Oh, I forgot his name. He's the you know, the
He was dating Brooke Hogan for a little bit.
No, he was in Spaceballs as well.
Oh, Rick Moranis.
Close enough. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Pillow Talk with Franklin and Uncle Howard.
Go fuck yourselves.